joined by Senator Shelby, one of the no votes with regard to Chairman Ben Bernanke today. Thank you very much for the time. As always, appreciate
it.
Peter. You've told us in the past that you were going to oppose this nomination. Right now, we're not at the 60-vote threshold yet, but do you think you're going to be unsuccessful in standing in the way?
Well, I'm not counting votes. I think there's going to be a lot of votes against Chairman Bernanke for good reason, and I would hope that we would reject him. No Federal Reserve chairman, I think, has ever been rejected, but whether we reject him or not, it's going to show that there's a lot of displeasure with the Fed.
A lot of displeasure with the Fed, but as you know, you saw the market reaction on Friday when everything circulated here. Some of these no votes started stepping forward. There was a sell-off in the markets. Doesn't that concern you?
No, that doesn't concern me, because markets could go up one day, go down the next, and we can't let one individual determine how a market goes over a period of time, and it never has. If Bernanke withdraws, or if he's rejected, which I don't know what will happen, or if he's confirmed, there will be a reaction, always a reaction to something.
Let me ask you, Richard Fisher, the Dallas Fed president, he wrote in the Wall Street Journal today, an op-ed, came to the defense of Chairman Bernanke, but he also said Congress is politicizing the Fed. This effort to, he said, treat Ben Bernanke as a punching bag threatens not only the Fed's independence, but it could threaten the recovery.
Well, I tell you what, if you look back in the last couple of years of what the Fed chairman did, he was in the centerpiece of the bailout of banks, of AIG, of the car companies, and so forth, the too big to fail mentality, which now he says, oh, I'm against too big to fail. So there's got to be a credibility problem here. Ben Bernanke brought a lot of these problems on himself. He brought politics into the Fed. The Fed's never been above politics.
How did he bring politics into the Fed?
He's doing the political work. He's doing it still, political work of people that wanted to bail out people, rather than running the Fed, as I think, and a lot of people thought he should. He set fire to a house, and then he ran down there with a fire truck and said, well, I'll help you put it out, so to speak, about the economy. As a regulator, it was non-existent. While he was a member of the Board of Governors, Greenspan was chairman, they spent very little time. I asked the question, do you spend 1%, 10% as a Board of Governors, as a member, or as chairman? He couldn't really answer it, because they didn't do anything. They brought this on themselves.
If he is indeed confirmed for a second term, and again, votes are starting to head that way. I'm hearing even Senator Corker, a fellow Republican on the Banking Committee, just announced he's going to vote in favor of Ben Bernanke's confirmation. Is this going to in any way hamper your relationship? You're the top Republican on the Banking Committee. You got to deal with the Fed chairman on a pretty regular basis. Can you be able to work with Ben Bernanke?
Well, I think it'd be up to the chairman. I intend to voice the concerns of the American people, and my concern that the Fed's, one, a poor regulator. They've got a balance sheet like they've never had before. I'm just not impressed with the Fed right now. I have been impressed. For 22 years, I was one of their top defenders. I think they need to do some things. I wish we had somebody else. If we have Bernanke, I'll work with him as long as he's doing the right thing.
Let me just ask you our final minute here. Regulatory reform, you've been working with Senator Dodd in the Banking Committee. Hopefully, the word is on a bipartisan package. Where does that stand right now, and how does the president's proposal last week on these bank rules complicate your work?
Well, a good question. Does House having 41 add to us? It gives us another vote. It means that if we hang together, that they're not going to pass anything unilaterally. We've been working together to try to bring about a bipartisan, meaningful, substantive bill. We're still talking. I hope we can do this. We'll know in the next few weeks.
The president's bankroll proposal, yay, nay, from Richard Shelby?
Well, I would vote against taxes on banks. I said you're taking money out, you're punishing banks after they've paid their money back. Let the car companies, like AIG, punish them if they don't pay the money back.
All right, Senator Shelby, as always, we appreciate your time.